So in the last video we talked about the Muses, pretty little goddesses that presided over the arts. But did you know they're also very vindictive? That's right, the moment you brag about being better than the Muses at certain art forms, it's all over for you, buddy. Let's look at some examples. Thamris, a bard from Thrace, he boasted that he was a better musician than the Muses, so they blinded him and then took away all of his music gifts. He was no longer able to play music. Similarly, there was a Phaeacian in the story of Odysseus who also bragged, comparing himself to the Muses. So the Muses came down and plucked his eyes out, but they allowed him to, keep his musical prowess. Then Hera being Hera, she somehow managed to convince the Sirens to do a challenge of singing against the Muses. The Sirens obviously lost. And then the Muses plucked out their feathers and made them into little crowns for themselves. Now, in some ways this doesn't really make sense because some versions say that two of the Muses are actually the mothers of the Sirens. It's mythology, it doesn't have to make sense. Then a Macedonian king who was mortal dared to challenge the Muses and ask them to have a competition with his own 9 daughters. I don't know in what universe he thought that this was a good idea. But yeah, the daughters lost and then the Muses turned them all into magpies. Anyway, best not to mess with the Muses, I'd say.